Hello captains, hope you're having a wonderful day out there, and welcome back to my continuing Let's Play Star Trek Online series on the DSC Starfleet faction as of the Age of Discovery update in Star Trek Online. This is continuing that playthrough series I've been working on. In the last video, which was video number 4, I played the Task Force Operations on my character right here, Mirror Ricky. And at the end of that video, I left off at Lieutenant level 8. Well, now you can see I am Commander level 20. Basically, since episode or video number 4, I have been continuing to level up this character off camera. Nothing real new has happened between that time. I've just been playing the missions and leveling the character so that I can put a new ship on to show you all. Now, there is actually another video I just published, and you can go watch that one. It is my full review of the Malachowski, Malachowski, I think I'm saying that right. It's a hard name to say, but they said it in the tutorial, so it's the Malachowski light cruiser. I did a full review on it. It's an over hour long video, and it completely goes into a review of that tier 1 starship that we get in this character, this faction, DSC Starfleet. Now, I tested that at a lieutenant commander level, so I was a very high lieutenant commander level actually in that video. So that takes place basically in between video 4 and 5 here. Today is video 5. So that takes place just a few grades earlier in my leveling up of this character. But what I did is I reviewed that starship as a lieutenant commander, which means technically I was beyond where I should be in that ship because that's a tier 1 starter ship, and that's for the lieutenant level. But at lieutenant commander, you are able to fly tier 2 ships. That starts at level 10. So technically, I should have gotten a new starship at level 10, but I did not. Instead, I kept flying the Malachowski so that I could get the most out of it and see if it was viable to play as a lieutenant commander. And if it is viable or not, that was found out in that full review video that I just published, so go check out that video first. It's very long, but it's also very detailed and a full review of the ship, and I'll answer the question if it is to find out if it is viable as a lieutenant commander character flying a tier 1 starship. So that was a very cool video, but now it's time to go ahead and definitely upgrade to my next ship. I have hit commander level, and by this point, I should actually be switching over to a tier 3 starship, because the commander level starts your tier 3 starship ability. You are able to fly a tier 3 starship, and that means Mark 6 gear instead of Mark 4 gear. So technically, I should have already have upgraded to tier 2 and then now tier 3. But what I'm going to preview for you today and show you is the prototype light exploration cruiser. I believe that's the correct name for it. It is the new Walker-class scaling ship that Cryptic has for Discovery captains who buy the ship. You can buy the ship separately in the Z Store, or you can buy the DSC starter pack. And if you buy the starter pack, you get this ship. And what is unique about this ship that I'm about to preview today is the fact that it can scale from tier 1 to tier 4. But that doesn't mean that it scales in console or weapon abilities. That means it scales in like hull strength and shield strength and your turn rate and stuff like that. The consoles that you get, the number of console slots, the number of bridge officer slots, and the number of weapon slots, you automatically get all of that no matter what tier you are. And that's really the advantage of this ship that I'm about to show you, is that even at a tier 1 character, a tier 2, or a tier 3, this ship is basically giving you all of its tier 4 abilities in those lower tiers. You're getting them immediately. So when you're a lieutenant or a lieutenant commander or a commander, you're going to have ship variety, ship expansion abilities that you would not normally have at that same tier of ship in Star Trek Online. And when you get to tier 4, then it will match other tier 4 starships. However, past tier 4, it will stop its scaling and it will not go to a tier 5. So you will want to upgrade to a tier 5 or tier 5U or tier 6, later on. However, even as a tier 4 starship, I bet you it will still be very good at tier 5 as well. I bet you could fly it through your tier 5 career until you are able to fly tier 6 ships. I bet you it's going to be good. And that's what I'm probably going to find out in this on this character, is if it's viable as a tier 5 starship. Just like I look to see if the Malachowski was viable as a tier 2 starship. I'll be doing the same with this one. But anyway, the first thing we're going to do, because this is a continuing play series of that faction that I'm on here, we're going to continue upgrading and doing some house cleaning here before I preview you the ship. I will be doing a full review of this new ship, but first, today is just going to be a preview because I haven't unpacked it yet and I haven't equipped it yet. And that's what I want to show to you on screen today, and we're going to look at the ship and see what it comes with natively. But first, I have hit Commander, and you can see I've got promotion to Commander level. So let's talk to Admiral Quinn. Promotion, Commander in progress. That's right. I actually need to go to the shipyard to complete the Commander level upping to become fully commanderized. Now, I don't think it will count. You see, I think you actually do have to go to the shipyard and do something there to finish this commander promotion. Even though I can claim the ship right now, and actually it's under Z Store and it's under ships tier 1. Even though I can go ahead and claim the ship, I don't think that will clear the dialog box here. I think I actually need to go to acquire ships and click browse and then close this. Nope, that didn't work. I need to actually click browse, commander. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's actually going to clear it until I actually pick one of these other ships. So I'm going to have to pick. You get a free ship token, so it's not like I'm paying for this ship I'm about to pick, but I basically have to pick a ship in order to clear the promotion menu screen. So let's just say that for a commander level, let's just pick any old ship here. It's something that I might fly in the future, maybe, or something. Let's see. Well, let's just take this heavy cruiser. It's free for me, so it's not like I'm spending money on it. But if I do that, yeah, see, that clears the menu, and then now I'm technically a commander. And I do have some new duty officers as well, so I'll take those. So yeah, to clear that little menu there, you do have to go ahead and claim a ship, even if you're not going to use that ship. You still have to claim it. If anything else, it helps you because it becomes an Admiralty card that you get to use later in the game. So acquiring those ships is good for later use in terms of Admiralty cards. So it does become useful to me in the future, but I am not going to use that ship. Obviously, I'm going to use the new ship that I'm about to pull from the Z Store. Okay, so one thing I forgot to do, I was going to do this before I recorded, and you know what I did not do, is to clear out my inventory so that I have room to move things over and switch things around. Let me pause the video real quick. I want to clean out my inventory here and get it real clean for you guys before I continue, so that way I can move things around and items and stuff. And boy, I'm going to need a lot of upgrades and stuff in the future too. But let me just pause this real quick, clean out my inventory, and I'll come right back. Okay, I am back. Inventory cleaned, items salvaged. That way I get some of that salvage material, because I will definitely be upgrading and re-engineering items in the future. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is go to my ship, current ship, which is the Kill Quickly, and I'm going to rename that because I'll name all my ships that. Probably we'll just name this the Malachowski for right now. So this is the older Malachowski light cruiser. Remember, it's a Tier 1 starter ship, and I am now at Commander, which is technically Tier 3. I actually used this ship all through my Tier 2 career at Lieutenant Commander. But the ship I'm going to get now is a scaling ship that goes from Tier 1 to Tier 4. Technically, I should have already upgraded to it at level 10, starting at Tier 2, but I did not. So I'm a tier behind. But let's take all the items off of this ship, and of course this is what I was flying. If you watch the full review video of this ship, you'll see the build, you'll see the ship in combat, and that'll be the last hurrah for this ship, because I probably won't revisit the Malachowski again. It was a good starter ship, but that's all it's good for, is a starter ship. So, of course, it had Mark 4 gear on it, but now that I'm Commander, I can equip Mark 6 gear. So I am going to need Mark 6 gear. And then, of course, after that, Mark 8 gear. And in fact, I've still got only Mark 2 gear on my ground. Check that out. I need to upgrade my ground stuff. Okay, well, let's get this ship. So the ship, of course, is in the Z store. Now, you can buy it separately, or you can buy it as part of a pack. I do not know the price of the ship separately because I've already got it purchased, so it's available to me. You can also get it as part of this thing here called the Age of Discovery Starter Pack, which comes with a tardigrade, a skill bonus upgrade, some weapons, and of course the main feature is the ship here. The Prototype Light Exploration Cruiser scales with your level. Note, the Prototype Light Exploration Cruiser will unlock for the whole account. The Prototype Light Exploration Cruiser can be flown immediately after completing the tutorial and will scale up with you to level 30, which is Tier 4, so that will be its max. So that is a little bit of background on that. It is the Walker class. We'll read about it here under ships, but just before I claim it, and it is under the Tier 1 tab is where you'll find it. Before I claim it, the one thing that I want to mention about ships and the Discovery faction is the fact that there are not enough Discovery era ships, and that's really the problem with this new faction. It's very incomplete. You're only given one free Discovery era ship, and that's the Malachowski. It's your starter ship. It's Tier 1. It works great for your lieutenant levels 1 through 10. It works great for. But it's the only free Discovery era ship you get. After that, if you want any Discovery era ships up to Tier 6, you are going to have to purchase them. This one right here that I'm about to use, you have to purchase it in the Z store. It's not free. You do not get it like all the other free Federation starships. For example, if I go to the ship acquisition officer here, get a new starship, when you hit Lieutenant Commander, I could have got this cruiser or this escort or this science vessel for free, because it gives you a free ship token at level 20, which is Tier 2, to get a free Tier 2 starship. But it's not a Discovery era ship. It's just one of these three. And then when you hit Commander, which I'm at now, you would have an option between this heavy cruiser, this heavy escort, this research science vessel. Again, not Discovery era ships. There are no Discovery era ships other than the Z store Tier 1 through 4 ship right here, and you have to pay for it. And that is really the biggest problem with the Discovery era, is that there's only this one ship and you have to pay for it. And it's not like you get a new ship with each tier. They just made one ship work with all tiers, so that all the way up to Tier 4 and maybe even Tier 5, you just fly this one ship and you don't get any other Discovery era ships. Then when you hit Tier 6, there is the Spearhead, and I guess there's the Europa, which is a Tier 6, can be a Tier 6 Discovery era ship, and then there might be a Tier 6 Walker, I think there is, and that is it, I think. So there's, again, still limited options even at Tier 6, but at least there are more options at Tier 6 than there are before Tier 6. Before Tier 6, you're kind of screwed. You're just screwed. You can either fly the standard Federation ships that you're given there, and not a Discovery era ship, or this one Discovery era ship, and that's it. So if you want to fly a Discovery era captain and fit that theme, you know, playing within that theme of that faction, you've only got one option. And that's what really sucks, and that's what they really, really need to fix. They need to get a Tier 2 Discovery era ship, a Tier 3, and a Tier 4, and a Tier 5, so that at each tier we get a new ship, just like you do in the normal Federation Starfleet faction. And it needs to be free. It needs to be through the ship vendor. You get a token when you hit that new grade and you get a new ship. They need to do that. It needs to be that, or else it's not going to feel like a good full faction. It's just not going to. Okay, but anyway, I digress. This video really is about this prototype light exploration cruiser. It's the first time for me using this ship. I've never used it before. So let's read a little bit about it, and then I'm going to equip it, and we'll take it out into space and see what it can do with its default gear. Obviously, it won't be upgraded yet. The Walker class is one of the powerhouses of the let me start over. The Walker class is one of the powerhouses at the leading the Federation. Okay, it's their grammar error, not mine. At the leading the Federation into the future, designed to be effective in a wide variety of missions as Starfleet needs. This starship will scale its startup with your level until you reach 30. The prototype light exploration cruiser comes equipped with a universal polarity remodulizer, so it does come with a unique console. By continuously adjusting the modulating of the ship's shield polarity, you can cause your ship's shielding and hull to become highly resistant to impacts, making them much better able to withstand kinetic damage. Additionally, the rapid polarity modulation causes the shields to absorb ambient energy as the modulation briefly matches that to the incoming energy, causing your ship's shields to heal for a small portion of incoming damage. However, the strain that this places on your ship cannot be sustained forever, and eventually your shields must return to normal rate. This console may be equipped on any console slot and on any starship, but only one at a time. So, okay, so basically we're going to get a more tanky cruiser out of this console. That's what it sounds like. Now here's where the scaling part of this comes in, the hull strength here. At level 1, it's 11,500, so it is better than the Malachowski that you get. The Malachowski is 10,000, so it's a little bit better hull starting off. But then this one increases with your level more. This one at level 10 becomes 17,250, and at level 20 it becomes 23,000. So right here at level 20 I will have a base hull of 23,000, and then at level 30 is 28,750. So it's got that scaling hull with your level. And the shield modifier will always be 1.1. The 4 weapons, you're going to get four weapon slots and 3 aft. And see, that's really the benefit with this ship. Between tiers 1, 2, and 3, you're getting four weapon slots and 3 aft, which you usually wouldn't have on that same tier of ship. For example, the Malachowski, being a tier 1, only has 2 forward weapons and 1 aft. But if I could equip this ship at tier 1, I'm going to have 4 forward and 3 aft. I'm going to have a much more powerful ship from the get-go than I normally should. And that's really the advantage of this ship. The advantage of this ship is using it at the lower tier levels, because you're going to get ability things, this universal console, and the extra slots and stations and everything that you would not get on a similarly configured tier ship. And that's really the advantage of this ship, is that the earlier tiers, it's more advantageous. Bridge officer stations is 1 lieutenant tactical, 1 commander engineering. So see, it's already going to have a commander engineering slot even at tier 1, 2, or 3. Of course, you can't equip a commander bridge officer yet at that level, because you won't have one. You won't be able to rank them up because they're always 1 level behind you, but at least the ship can support it. 1 lieutenant science and 1 lieutenant engineering, and it's got more bridge officer slots. Like the Malachowski only has 3, for example, so this has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. This also has 2 tactical console slots, 3 engineering, and 2 science, which you get right away. Base turn rate of 9, so it doesn't turn as quickly as the Malachowski. The Malachowski was 11. The impulse modifier is 0.15, inertia is 30. It does have +5 to weapons, +5 to shield, and +5 to engine, and +5 to aux. So all of its power levels are +5. Now that is pretty cool. I like that. It has a polarity remodulator. It comes with the cruiser communications array abilities. And it does have a mastery package, which I didn't know. This is... It says mastery package, but no, it doesn't mean mastery package. It means cruiser communications array, right? The strategic maneuvering, shield frequency, weapon, and track fire, that's all part of the communications array. That's not the mastery. A mastery package would be like unlocking the masteries like 1 through 4, and then unlocking the starship trait at the last one. But only tier 6 starships have the 5th mastery, and only tier 5 U ships have the 5 or the 4 masteries to unlock. So they need to kind of relabel that, because it's a little miscommunication there. It's not a mastery package. So yeah, they need to rename that. Anyway, I'll double check, of course. We'll find out when we get the ship here. Let's claim it. I'm going to fly the Herefordshire. Okay. My base hull is now 23,000. There's all the stats on it. I, of course, will rename it a little bit later. But I've got it now. Now I just need to go equip it. Let's do, not acquire ships. Let's do manage ships. Equip my Herefordshire. That's a heck of a name. Oh crap, it only comes with standard gear. Ooh, that ain't good. Okay. Ready starship. Well, that's what I needed to know. And yeah, there is no mastery package. Just the communications array. There is no masteries. So they really need to relabel that in the description, because people will think it has a 4-piece mastery package to it, and it does not. Definitely does not. Okay, so this is what I needed to know about this ship. It comes with standard gear. Of course, they're expecting you that you're probably going to unlock it at levels tier 1 or tier 2. So me unlocking it at tier 3 is a bit late. So obviously the standard gear is going to be pointless. That's not going to work. And the best I have is Mark 4, and I need Mark 6, but I don't have enough Mark 4 phasers. I only have Mark 2. I need to upgrade these. And I don't have all the necessary dilithium and everything I need to upgrade. Oh man, I'm in a pickle. I am in a pickle. Because these weapons are going to be kind of useless. Kind of useless. How much energy credits? Okay, I got some energy credits. I got some dilithium actually. But I guess I could do some upgrades, but I don't want to use all my dilithium. I may just have to purchase something from the vendor real quickly. I want to test this thing in battle, but I can't go into battle with standard gear. That would be the dumbest thing in the world. So I need something right now to test this with. Well, let's look at the standard configuration first. So what they are recommending on this ship is a 1 photon torpedo fore, 1 photon torpedo aft, and then it looks like it is using emitter link. Oh, it is using newer stuff. Check that out. It's using emitter linked phaser beam arrays. Now that I did not expect. Emitter link increases your shield healing and shield hit points. So interesting that it's not integrity linked. Integrity linked would increase your hull strength, but they chose emitter linked, which is your shield strength. And it's not, and no sensor linked on it. No sensor linked at all. So they've gone with emitter linked. That's interesting. But then it just has a standard deflector, standard impulse, standard warp core, standard shield. And then here's the console, which they put in the tactical slot, but of course I don't want to put it there. It'll take up one of my tactical slots. This is the cyclical polarity modulator. So you'll get 50% shield kinetic resistance, 50% kinetic resistance rating. When damaged, heal shields for 10% of that damage. Okay, well, I need to do some configuring here, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I know what I ultimately want on here is all Mark 6 gear right now, but I don't think I can swing that right this second. I need to do something else, but I really don't want to get rid of these emitter linked. These emitter linked ones are pretty cool. I wonder how much they are in the exchange. Something that's already upgraded. See, I can choose. I'm in the wrong place for ship weapons. Let's look in the exchange real quick. Let's see how much like Mark 6 emitter linked phasers are. I want to try to keep the same kind of build on it that it has. So ship equipment, ship weapons, commander level. Let's just do this. Emitter linked. It always resets that. There are no commander level emitter linked phaser beam arrays. Man, they start at like way above my level. They start at captain level crap. So there's not even any commander level emitter linked phaser. So if I want, see if there's anything less than that. Well, there's one at 10 million. No way. Lieutenant Commander. Lieutenant? Okay, here we go. There are Mark II very rares that I could upgrade. But again, I would have to upgrade them, and look how expensive they are anyway. All my energy credits would be wasted on filling this up with these. Crap. Okay, well. This is getting complicated. Well, I want to demonstrate this ship for you guys, but I do need to spend some time upgrading it too. So what I'm going to do, let's just buy something real cheap right now that's at least Mark 6, so that I can take it into combat and we can look at it in combat. But then after this video, I'm going to have to spend some time with this ship. I'm going to have to spend some time on the weapons and stuff. So for right now, let's just get we're only going to be able to get Mark 5, but hey, it's better than standard equipment, because these are real cheap on energy credits, 6,000 energy credits versus like 5 million for each of those emitter linked ones. So let's get, let's just fill this up, and let's just do it in the same configuration it has, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just temporary, and look, I'm not spending a lot of energy credits here, and I will have to spend time later to upgrade the weapons properly, because Mark 5 is as high as you can go. It only gives you odd mark levels on the vendors. 2 regular photon torpedoes. So Mark 5, 1, we'll put 1 in 4 and 1 in aft. We'll do the same build that it has, and I'm going to keep these weapons, because what I may do, are these upgradable? No. Shoot. Look, I can't upgrade these. See, I thought I was going to be able to take these emitter-linked phasers and upgrade them. But no, you cannot upgrade these emitter-linked phasers. You can't do anything with them. It's pointless to have them then. So if I want emitter-linked phasers, I'm going to have to spend a fortune. So I don't know if I want emitter-linked phasers. Alright, well, I'm going to have to do some thinking. But for right now, this will get us going so I can preview this ship for you. Okay, so that gets us some weapons that we can fire. Let's do everything else too. Deflector dish. Yeah, let's just do a Mark 5 neutrino. Why not? Impulse engine. Just a regular old impulse engine. Something to get us going for right now. A warp core. See, these are real cheap, so I'm really not wasting a lot of money. Let's see. I can only get the overcharged warp core. Yay. Shield. To regular Mark V shield. Alright, so yeah, not the best stuff in the world, but hey, it'll get us going so I can demonstrate some stuff for you. Let's put that in there. Let's put that in there. Let's put... Is that phaser? It should be phaser. Yes. And I only have one of those. I need to get another one. Oh wait, I have one here. Not all the way upgraded, but I'll take it for right now. I wonder if... No, I don't have anything to upgrade with. My red matter in. Nope, 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 nope. I need more engineering consoles. Well, it ain't great, but this will allow me to at least do a patrol or something right now, so we can see what this ship looks like. But I'm not sure what my weapon setup. I'm going to need suggestions from you guys actually on the weapon setup. Keep in mind it comes with emitter linked phaser beams, but I don't know that I want to stick with emitter linked. First of all, I cannot upgrade these emitter linked ones, so that's out of the question on upgrading this. But I could purchase emitter or sensor or integrity from the exchange and upgrade those. But the question is then, which ones do I pick? Emitter, integrity, or sensor? Considering this is a light cruiser, I might actually want some integrity linked ones, because integrity linked improves your hull strength. I might want actually a combo of sensor link and integrity linked, or maybe I can just go ahead and do a combo of all of them anyway, emitter, sensor, and integrity, because I'm going to have 5 beam slots here, so maybe I can put, you know, a couple integrity, a couple sensor, and 1 emitter or something like that, a mix of them. That way I get the benefit of all of them. Maybe that's something I should do, but I need Mark 6 of those. And then, and I guess I want to keep with phasers because it is based on phaser energy here. And I really, see, I like the look of these blue ones. And they fire differently than these are going to fire. So I do want to look at what these look like, because honestly, I like the way these fire. And that's unique to this ship. That's the unique thing about this ship. One of the unique things. Well, anyway, it's going to be a mixed bag for right now. I'm going to have to work on this. But it definitely gives me something to do. I love the looks of this ship, though. Look at that. Okay, now, my stations. We have 4 seatings. We've got science, 2 engineering, and 1 tactical. And I can already equip commander level stuff on here, I guess. No, I'm only commander. They won't be able to use commander abilities yet. Okay. Well, anyway, this is actually kind of good right now. I think I'm just going to keep that for right this second. Again, I'm going to have to go through all my bridge officers anyway and figure out the powers I want. But that's what you get there. In terms of bridge officers, I have another space trait I can add. Let's do projectile training as well on that. I do have another skill here I can purchase. Let's see, what do I want here? I'm going to be going down. Well, we need to go ahead and fill these anyway, so let's do that. I'll do that later. Okay, so that's good for right now on space. Let's look at customizations on this ship. Customize ship, customize starship. So that's what she looks like, and it is a walker. Has a lot of Aztecing on it. I like the red. I do like the looks of this ship. It is definitely an evolution of the Malkowski. It's very nice though. There's the different skins. The Lyra is the default pattern on it. Does not have a Walker pattern. It uses the Lyra pattern. And it does have a Walker material, but there's other Discovery era materials as well. One window type, it has the Walker bridge, and that's the unique bridge for it. So that's pretty much all you can do on looks. I'm just going to leave it default for right now. I think that's pretty much everything. We're ready to go into space and take a look at it. Get my buttons kind of situated so that I can do something with it. And we'll just do a patrol because it's definitely not ready to go into a task force operation. I don't want to take it into something multiplayer with other players until I'm confident that it's good enough. Right now, I would just be a hindrance. So I will wait until I'm not a hindrance. I need to do a whole thing here with my buttons, but for right now, let's just put on what I'm going to need for this quick combat. I've already got one there for that. Yeah, we'll use that. There we go. Now at least I have some buttons there to do some stuff with. That's good and fine. Let me move my thing a little bit. Everything's on auto fire and ready to go. I've got 105 on weapon, 55 shield, 31 engine, 36 auxiliary. Currently sitting at 32,200 hull, so I'm definitely over the base hull on this. 4,000 shield, 4,700 shield, 9% resist, 50% crit severity, 2.5% chance. Turn rate is 10.9, so I am up from the base, I think, a little bit. My DPS, of course, is not all very good yet. But here she is flying. Get a closer look at it. Turn into the sun here. I love that deflector dish. Check that out. Looks like it's got like cannons built into the deflector dish. I just kind of like the look of that. Yeah, I like the looks of this. Nice long warp nacelle. Covered pretty much, honestly. Covered pretty well. There's the shuttle bay. It's got a shuttle bay for sure. And the unique thing about this, which is definitely unique to this ship, is that the bridge is on the bottom. This right here is the bridge, I think. An interesting place for a bridge. Kind of makes sense, I guess. But yeah, the bridge is on the bottom. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Yeah, I like the way it looks. Here's how it turns. Kind of slow on the turning right now. Could definitely use an RCS or an impulse engine that can boost turn rate. Definitely needs a boost in turn rate. That might be one of my engineering consoles I'll put in here, in fact, is an RCS. That would be good for the engineering, because yeah, it's a little slow for my liking on turning. Of course, it's a cruiser, but I do want a little bit more turn rate out of it, so I probably will do that. I just want to see how it compares in size to some other ships, because we know the Malachowski was extremely tiny. This ship I'm not sure about. It's hard to tell until we get it next to something. I think it's bigger, but still small compared to some of these modern ships. Yeah, still kind of small, but not tiny. A smallish ship, we could say. But not the smallest. I'd like to see it up against the NX, see how big it is. It's got to be a little bit bigger than that. There we go, there's a Constitution. Let's put it up against the Constitution here. If I can pull it in right beside, that would be great. Turn rate is kind of slowing me down. Just back it up, pull in. Oh yeah, look at that size difference. Definitely bigger than the TOS Enterprise. Look at that. Yeah. Well, the TOS looks tiny next to it, actually. So this is a bigger ship. A little bit bigger. Okay, cool. Like I said, let's go do a patrol. Don't have the best gear on it, so just, you know, put that out of your mind for right now. This isn't about the gear or the build. This is just about seeing this thing in action, and I'm going to try out the console it comes with. Let's go to the Kai system because I know what to expect there. It's Orion's, easy to deal with. Actually, tell you what, something that's a little bit harder and even closer maybe is this system here, the Earhest system. This is Riemanns. So let's do Riemanns. And this is, we're traveling at warp 7.22. Got a little upgrade in our speed there, 7.22. Sector space travel. We'll do this patrol here and go up against some Riemanns. Well, can I not do it again? Darn it. See, I did this patrol once. Does it not allow you to replay patrols? Well, that's dumb. Can I really not replay a patrol? You used to be able to just go to patrols and play them whenever you want. But I can't do that now. Disappointing. See if I can even go to the Kai system. Where are you? If I can't replay patrols, I'll have to just find one I haven't played yet then. That's dumb. Yeah, so really it's the weapon configuration of this thing I've got to figure out. I think I definitely want to stick with single beams, but I do want the unique fire of these weapons that it comes with, because I just think they look cool and sound cool, and it fits with the Discovery era ships. So I think I do want a conglomeration of emitter-linked, sensor-linked, and integrity-linked phaser beam arrays on this ship. And what I'll do is I'll have to get them from the exchange, because those are the only ones you can upgrade. And I'll just have to upgrade them to Mark 6, and then keep upgrading them after that. As long as I have this ship anyway. Because I'll probably go beyond Tier 4 in it. I'll probably keep it through Tier 5. And just max it out as much as possible. Okay, we're at Kai. Can I replay you, Kai? No, I can't even replay this patrol. Dumb. Why can't I not replay patrols I've already played once? Oh, that is the stupidest thing in the world. They really need to get patrols back to where you can just replay them. So I don't know I don't know what places have patrols here. And it's not, there's nothing showing up for me. Nothing showing up for me here that I can do. I'm going to pause the video. I hate to do this, but I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go search the galaxy for a patrol. I hate to do it that way, but I've got no other choice. I don't want to play a TFO yet because I don't want to hurt the team. I feel that... Oh, I can do Reuben. What is Reuben? Okay, this will work. Rescue freighters. Good. I don't want to do a TFO yet because my ship is just not geared up and ready yet. I would just hurt that team. I would be a hindrance rather than a help. And I don't want to do that to another team, so I am just going to do solo stuff until I get my ship completely ready. But here goes solo stuff, and again, I will hit the console at some point. Yeah, these are not the kind of phasers that I want to use. Although, not bad on the damage. Yeah, that really wasn't bad. What did I just hit? Oh, that's a track fire. That's not what I want. I think what I'll do is I'll put those emitter-linked ones back on and see how they fire, just so we can see what the default weapon looks like on this ship. Because we already know what standard phaser beams look like. It's so nice having proper weapon slots finally. I think I'm going to like this ship. Once I get it properly built up, I think I am really going to like this ship. Yeah, a properly built ship, I bet this will be fun. Go free, freighter, go free. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Alright, just for giggles, let's put these weapons back on and see how they fire. Obviously, they're not going to do a lot of damage, but that's not the point here. The point is not about the damage I'm doing right now. The point is simply about seeing what this ship comes with, what it looks like. So I'm probably going to do very terrible here taking this thing out, but at least we'll see what the weapons look like. And I will probably need to fire off the polarity modulator because I'm going to be taking a lot of damage here. But let's see what happens. See, I like the way those sound and the way those fire. Let's hit this thing. Cool, look at that effect. That's nice looking. Actually, look at that, I'm doing some damage. Holy crap, okay, maybe that's not so bad after all. Look at that. Hey, I took that sucker out. I didn't even need my polarity modulator thingy-majig. But I love the graphics on that. That is beautiful. It's like a shield shell has formed over my ship. See, yeah, I like these. I like these weapons. I'm definitely going to get me emitter, sensor, and integrity link set of those with this ship. That's what will fit this the best. It's going to be real expensive on energy credits, though. Check that out. Look at that. Not bad for standard weapons, huh? That works pretty cool, actually. Huh. Of course, it's just a patrol. It's not the most difficult thing in the world. A task force operation would be much more difficult. Well, there you go. A patrol in the prototype, what do they call it? Prototype Light Exploration Cruiser. So far, I'm impressed with this ship. I think I'm going to like this ship a lot. As I said, with a very good build, I can see this ship definitely lasting through Tier 4 with no problem. And then maybe even Tier 5. So I cannot wait to fully explore it. I'm, of course, going to keep working on good build for it and keep putting better gear on it and stuff. Playing more missions and keep upgrading it and everything. But I think I'm going to like it. I really do. And I love this ability here. That sounds very cool. It looks very cool. It's going to help me stay alive in some tough situations. So that's very cool. And I love all, you get the full cruiser command abilities on it. No Starship Mastery package, as it says, but you get the command array on it. And then, yeah, this is going to be good. So I got some upgrades to do. I can spend some time with it. That's going to be a lot of fun. But there you go, everybody. That's a preview, just a preview of the prototype Light Exploration Cruiser Walker class. Once I get this thing fully upgraded and myself upgraded, once I'm like Tier 4 or Tier 5, at that point I will do a review of this ship. Probably wait till Tier 5. Fully upgrade the ship, just like I did with the Malachowski, and then I'll do a full review on that ship. So it'll be a little while before I get to that, because I've got a lot of upgrades and time to spend on it, of course. But that's the plan, is that I will be doing that. So yeah, very cool ship. Looking forward to it. Well, there you go. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you were thinking about maybe purchasing this ship on the DSC faction for leveling up your character, so far I'm positive of it. I don't see that it's an incredible waste of money, because it will last a long time. Well, at least up to maybe Tier 5. It's just beyond that it won't. So you do have to keep that in mind. It has a limited run usefulness, but if you're okay with that, then it might be worth it. And pretty much it's your only choice for a Discovery era ship anyway. There's nothing else between now and Tier 6. So it's all you got. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Let's see how it warps out. Yep, same way. Oh, bug. I hate that bug. Let's see how it warps in. Well, I think we already saw that, actually. But I think we can do that just by Soul System Transwarp 2. Yep, same Discovery, warp in and warp out. Very cool. Okay, there you go. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.